And okay, ooh, 3 minutes into my hike and I'm already questioning my life choices. It is boiling hot today, 32, and I decided to climb Pages Pinnacle, one steep mountain, but that's nothing special, except today I'm testing out my new climbing gear. So I'm hauling my rope, which weighs almost 5 kilos, all my climbing gear. Ooh. To be honest with you, this is the heaviest my backpack has ever been on any hike. So picking this hill to test it out, I think I'm going to die before I even make it to my bloody climbing spot. Anywho's, catch you guys at the climbing spot. Seriously, I'm already fading and we're less than freaking 5 minutes in. Alright, all jokes aside, just allow an extra half an hour to get to the destination where I'll be practicing top rope. Catch you guys there. Okay, I'm at where the rock climbers hang out. You can see the anchor bolts there. This is where they did the sports climb. Unfortunately, I don't have enough gear for the solo roping, or rope solo, that's what they call it. There's another bolt there. Anyways, all these ones can be found online, all these routes. So, not too bad. No one's here today because I don't think anyone's as dumb as I am to head out here at 32 degrees. It's 11 AM, literally the hottest part of the day, afternoon. One day I would love to climb some of these. Just need a little bit more gear so I can protect myself just in case I fall. But today's mission is to practice top rope, which means I have to get on top and abseil down. That's the Australian term. You Americans call it rappel. Oh, I could be wrong. Everyone calls it rappelling. I don't know. Wow, super hot today. Sweat bath. Drenched in my own sweat. I'm the only one out here. Normally this area is packed with the climbers. I guess no one wants to climb in 32 degrees heat. Okay, so I must state very clearly that this video is for entertainment purpose only, not educational. If you wish to learn how to top rope, climb solo or scramble better, seek advice from professionals or those who are experienced. Okay, so we are now on the north end of Pages Pinnacle. I have free soloed this multiple times, which gives me confidence that I can drag my rope up to the top, anchor it down, and then abseil down, and then try different routes on this climb. The main purpose of today's video is to test my gear, and my only teacher is Mr. YouTube. So once again, I repeat, entertainment purpose only. Do not copy what I do unless you're willing to take the risk like me. All right, catch you guys up there. Let me get ready let me set up first, and I'll catch you guys up there. That took a while. Okay, I'm all set up now for my, wait, let me get rid of this spider. All right, the camera unfortunately is going to be moving a little bit because I invested in a new GoPro bag attachment, which turned out to be a piece of shit. There's some entertainment for you guys. Okay, I have soloed this a couple of times without rope, so I consider myself a confident scrambler, and I've actually never noticed this, but that's my first bolt there. That's something that I've never noticed before. So someone's tied something there. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually taking in how it feels to climb without my safety gear. Sun's burning my neck. Not a surprise there. To safely ascend this, you should anchor yourself to one of the trees down the bottom and then add a quick draw to each bolt. Have a gree, which is a belaying device that has, I guess, auto backup in case the belayer drops the rope or doesn't hold on to it. It will lock into place. Now that's the device that you'll need if you were to do this solo. And of course, quick draws, they are the bare minimum. Another bolt here for you to safely, another bolt here, rope solo up before descending. For those new to this sport, there is a difference between top rope and solo rope. Another bolt here. Okay, so the main difference is one is from the bottom. So rope solo means you're climbing from the bottom up, and top solo or top rope solo is basically a rope from the top down. All right, this will be naturally a good anchor, but this is not the top. Now, I've had someone comment on my video. I'm assuming this is the tree they got to, and this is where they got stuck. So I'm pretty sure you can go either way, left or right. I naturally would tend to go to my right, even though that looks very slippery, but it's not as steep. Now, I'm wondering if there's any more bolts that way, or the actual route is on my left. I don't see any bolts anywhere. So oh no, a bolt is here, which means you do turn right. Now these bolts have faded in color, which means they haven't been replaced in a very long time. I don't see the next bolt that they want us to. So sorry. So someone commented on my previous video when I climbed it. Yep, I found a bolt here that they don't know where to go next after they got to that tree. So hopefully I've given you the idea to view right. So that was a bolt there. And here we are at the top. Okay, so this is, I can't remember how many bolts, but I think I counted 8. All right. So this is the top here, 2 bolts. I'm safely tied in. I can relax a bit. Okay, so from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up my rope. All right, guys. I'm going to set up my rope for a top rope, and I'm going to leave my bag up here, which is the remaining rope. So I'm just going to assume to the bottom is around about 30 meters. So I'll leave 30 meters up here and I'll send 30 meters down. Okay, So I've reached the halfway mark point here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Where's this one? Okay, I need another. Shit, I've only got 3 carabiners. Not ideal. So I need to leave one up here. Sorry. I've got more on the way, but at the moment I've only got 3. Okay, well, I don't really need a carabiner, honestly. This rope is going to be enough to become a blocker, so it's not large enough. Sorry, it's not large enough to go through the ring. So no matter how much I pull on it, I should be safe. However, just to be sure, I need to put a redundancy in. Locking carabiner. Alright, so this is my fail safe, just add another safety in. Obviously when I'm ready to take my rope back, I pull onto this, the side that I'm not abseiling off, and then I can get my gear back. Alright, before that I'm going to throw my rope down. The etiquette here is to scream out or yell at rope before you throw down, but there's literally no one down the bottom anyway. Rope! Alright, now I'm ready to descend. Once again I double check my knot, it's all good. I'm safe to abseil down. I'm using a Squirrel 3 to descend. Okay, I know it looks a bit messy right now. Hopefully you guys can see it. Sorry. Okay, so and now I'm going to lock off my descender, pull it right, and I made the mistake of putting the backup lay on top, which blocks the view. Alright, I've tied off my descender, which means now I can put weight on it without sliding, which means I'm okay to take my safety off. So I'm ready to take my safety off. Okay, now I'm going to test putting weight onto the descender, and I'm not going anywhere, so I'm good to go. Alright, I'm ready to set off, and the one thing I forgot to do was put my rope protector on. So it's too late now. I've been out frying in the sun, so I've just put a little bit of protection here using, God, slipped my mind with webbing. That's right, put a little bit of webbing over the rope to protect it. Okay, I took my safety off and I'm ready to descend. Okay, now depending on how much friction I need, looks like this is too much. I'm not moving, so removing the and reducing the friction. Double check that my carabiner is locked. All right, I'm ready to go. Wow. So let's see how many bolts I count on the way down. Alright, ideally you want to use a static rope for this. I'm actually using a dynamic rope, and I can really feel the stretch on this rope as I'm descending. It's really stretching, and I'm getting it over another rock there. Idiot. Well, there's a lesson to be learnt there. Ooh. Okay, getting more comfortable. Just leaning back into it. Alright, I made it back down to the bottom. Alright, I'm ready to ascend. Alright, so this is today's gear. I've got my friction hitch, which is only a 4mm collet. Ideally, it should be 5 to 6. So the perfect size should be around about 2/3 of the rope, and I've got a 10mm rope, which means roughly 6 to 7mm press knot. This is a friction hitch, so there's many ways to tie it. This is my ideal way to tie it. As you can see, it slides up and down easily, but once I fall onto it, it grips onto the rope. All right, this is just my backup. My main device is the micro traction, which I've got here today. All right, so as you can see with the micro traction, all right, the rope can only feed through the rope can only feed through the micro traction in one direction, which is up, right? And if I fall, it locks into place. I've only worked with what I have. I actually forgot to bring a little bit of an elastic band, which you can tie in either end here to keep the micro traction in place. Obviously, you don't want it sliding around side to side. Just in case you do fall, you need it to go straight so that it locks into place. Now, there are many different devices. There's the chest ascender, hand ascender. They all do very similar thing. I like this mainly because it's small, all right, and I'll be comfortable. So basically, as I climb, right, the micro traction will come up with it, and will come up with the press knot will come up with it. It will slide nice and perfectly with it. Now, in the event that this fails, okay, I've got my press knot to catch me. The reason why I chose this to practice my gear is because I'm inexperienced and I don't know how my gear works. So again, this is the reason why I chose this route, so that I can have an understanding of how the gear works, so I can get used to it. So when it comes to the real stuff, I know that I can rely on it. Ideally, I'm going to get another rope for the backup. And yeah, okay, so here we go. Oh yes, I have to weight the rope, because if I don't weight the rope, this won't slide through. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I just tied my lunch, my water bottle bag in here using a standard clove hitch down to the bottom. My rope is taut. I'm ready to ascend. Okay. All right, we're setting off now. I had to reset because I made a few mistakes early on. Okay, the first thing I notice now is that I don't have the freedom to move wherever I want on the rock, because I'm restricted to where the rope is, which is fine, because this, after all, this is the rope that's going to catch me if I fall. Okay, my micro traction is moving up fine. My press knot is doing okay. My friction hitch is doing perfect fine as well. So once again, this is a beautiful setup if you wish to improve your scrambling. Not on a nice hot day like this. I am fried and sunburnt. Okay, so ideally you want the rope to be in between you, but it seems like it's pulling towards my right a lot, and I need to get up the left here so I can feel the rope pulling me across. Not ideal. Okay, so just to show you guys, when I went up the left here and came across. Because the rope now is restricted, I feel like it's pulling me too far to the right. Okay, well, this is definitely tougher than that side, so I might give this one a go. All right, again, I have my safety. I've modified this rope. I want to show you guys this rope that I modified, and I left it around my neck because it helps the carabiner pull up the micro traction. That's something that I probably forgot. All right, so I've never ascended this rock face before. Oof. I don't plan to fall, but if I do, stuck. Wow, that was tough. Okay. Whew. I'll be honest with you, that's the whole reason why I want to do this. Whew. Without knowing that I got my micro traction on, I would have never attempted that. Boy, hopefully this rectify. So that was the tree that I climbed up on my first attempt, but the rope here is adamant that it wants to go to my right. And these rocks are so hot, but it's giving me an opportunity to climb up a route that I didn't expect. Here is an example. If I was to sit back and I want to take a break, I can. And this is going to mimic, shit, this is mimicking me falling right here. 4. I don't want to drop on purpose because the rope is getting scratched up there, but I am leaning back hands free on the side of a mountain. And I think that's the whole purpose of having this safety. Okay, let's follow the rope. Okay, ideally you don't want to be pulling on the rope because it kind of defeats the purpose of practicing rope soloing. Alright, so those who are watching this far will realize I made a whole bunch of mistakes. I know. This is the reason why I'm picking a relatively safe route to practice. Right here, it's very taut. I can feel the whatever around my neck is pulling me down. But I made it back to the top, where my webbing has slid a bit. Okay. That was a lot of fun. Whew. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. The only downside of top roping as this and all this is the setup. It took ages. I got the rope down, then had to pack it. Doing everything solo is so difficult. Alright, actually now I'm gonna head up to the top. I'm gonna take a little break, at least I have a good view there. And then I'm going to actually look on the southwest side to see another possible place for me to do top rope. Now the place I'm thinking of is on the southwest side. So those who follow the channel would know that I've successfully free soloed that one, but I'll be honest with you, it was a bit sketchy. There were moments where I thought I won't make it, and my hand had a really, like, it was pumped. So, you know, a little bit of safety won't hurt. But then from today's experience, I realized that if you do decide to top rope it, you don't have free choice in where you want to go, because the rope will dictate the direction. So that's something I need to think about. It's only good if it's a vertical drop, but I've done southwest side. It was no vertical. I had to choose my line carefully. So anyways, in saying that, I'll have a look when I get up on top, but this is pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching, and one last reminder, this is for entertainment purpose only. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any criticism, feel free to comment below. I know I've done a lot of things wrong, but I did choose a safe route, which I did not rely on the rope, but there were sections where it came in handy. Alrighty, that is pretty much it for today. Catch you guys on the next adventure. Tofu out.